I have always had an affinity for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, both the fun, colorful, and badass characters themselves alongside a crazy and eclectic collection of supporting players, as well as, more generally speaking, the extraordinarily kooky concept. Now, I would consider myself to be a bit of a Turtles aficionado. I'm familiar with practically every iteration of the characters, no matter how obscure, things certainly get obscure, and although I'm particularly fond of the 1990 live-action film, I am confident in stating that Mutant Mayhem is by far the greatest piece of Turtles media ever produced. The visuals are utterly spectacular, super stylistic, and beautifully detailed. The original score, composed by the brilliant pair of Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, having previously helmed the Oscar-winning score for The Social Network, is awesome and exceedingly effective. The soundtrack also sporting a collection of incredibly cool tracks that really give Mutant Mayhem its own slick identity, such as Wake Up in the Sky, Bruno Mars, Gucci Mane, and Kodak Black, and Can I Kick It by A Tribe Called Quest, not to mention No Diggity by Blackstreet featuring Dr. Dre and Queen Pen, which is featured in my favorite scene of the film, a gorgeous looking, magnificently edited crime fighting montage, which I've viewed more times than I can count. The Turtles themselves are a ton of fun, the quartet displaying this wonderful and authentic sense of camaraderie, two voice cast standouts, Jackie Chan as Master Splinter, and Ice Cube as Superfly, primarily the former. Chan's Splinter is very sweet, fatherly, and truly hilarious, and it is both intriguing and refreshing to see, through Splinter's eyes, more of his past than just solely his transformation and taking in the Turtles, which is typically all we get in regards to flashbacks and past Turtles iterations, as Splinter is given this effective emotional arc centered on his feelings toward humanity. Ice Cube brings a ton of energy and humor to Superfly, the film's primary antagonist. He's simultaneously cool and imposing, and his final form is visually and conceptually insane and hilarious. Iowa Debris kills it as April in what is somewhat of an origin story for the usual TV news reporter iteration of Miss O'Neill. This character is given depth and humor, and Debris brings a ton of personality and charm to her performance, and this fresh rendition of the character is perfectly integrated into the narrative. Mutant Mayhem contains a multitude of moments of brilliant visual storytelling. For example, there's this great scene in which the Turtles discreetly catch a glimpse of an outdoor screening of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. From just a few sullen looks from the Turtles as they watch couples in attendance, we, the viewer, understand that these brothers are yearning for really any type of connection outside the sewer, which they believe to be impossible. Directly afterward, we follow the Turtles through the sewer as they make their way home. There are these brilliant moments of framing here as they wallow along past these bars, signifying that they feel barred from the outside world, disconnected. They feel trapped within what at this moment looks to be a cell. My only gripe with the flick, and it is extremely minor, is the fact that there are a few instances of slightly jarring over-exposition within the first 15 minutes or so, but besides that, Mutant Mayhem is near perfect. It is packed with heart and humor, it's flawlessly structured, it's masterfully animated, and I'm hoping to see this particular iteration of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles continue on for years to come. My anticipation being amplified as a result of this film's post-credit scene, which introduces the Turtles' most memorable and menacing adversary.